What's up, everybody? Harley and Logan from Bella's Bombers out here at the IBC Woods course. Today we're going to be putting the Lone Star Disc Horny Toad up against an ESP zone, and we're going to answer the question, which overstable approach disc is better? I know I have my favorite, but I know Logan loves the zone for everything that it is, and it used to be the staple in his bag, so it's going to be interesting to see which one comes out on top. We're going to alternate every hole. I'm going to start out with the Toad, but I'll have the zone on hole 2, and we'll go from there. Let's get started with hole 1's tee shot. Warm up that shoulder. Gotta make your disc look good. Oh, this looks so hard, but it's perfect. Get an ace, Kevin Jones style.
That's good for blue.
It's pretty deep. Remember, you gotta putt with it too. Use code Bella's Bombers at LoneStarDisc.com and get 10% off your own Horny Toad. Oh, that was horrible. Slippery. It's an approach disc for a reason, so let's see if it can do that. Get in the basket. Oh, almost had it. Alrighty, he's got a bit of a tailwind. I might be in danger. And that skipped just about as far along as I did, so we'll both have to clean up the putt. Looks like we're gonna start out par-par. Not a football. Ooh, is the Toad taking an early lead? That's crazy. This is a quick reminder to Logan that he's not allowed to sabotage the Horny Toad when it's his turn to throw it. Hopefully I can get a clean release off the tee. I definitely did not show... Ow! This just absolutely murdered my shin. Ah. Anyway, I did not get a good tee shot off that first one, but I think the approach kind of made up for it. Hopefully I can clean that up and show y'all how this Horny Toad can fly if you actually put it on the right line. Are you gonna throw forehand or backhand?
Forehand.
Okay, I'll do that too to try to keep it consistent. Oh. Well, wrong basket. We really need to pay attention to these tee pads before we start throwing. It's definitely closer to the basket. This is a similar enough shot to the one I had with the Toad on hole 1, so this will be a good comparison to see if this disc is as good at the overstable approach shot as the Horny Toad was. Well, the question's been answered, folks. Get your Horny Toad at LoneStarDisc.com with code Bella's Bombers. We're gonna foot fault this one because this isn't worth my life. But I'll stick my foot up on here, see if I can save the par. Oh. I promise I did not play this hole this bad on purpose. That was a horrible spot to film from. Alright, don't let this 5 completely skew your view of the zone, because it's not as bad as I made it look there. Here's the Horny Toad opportunity for birdie. Alrighty, that was definitely my fault. I played that really badly, and I did not mean to make the zone look like that. But Logan's gonna get the zone back in his hand, and it's real important to him that it looks great by the end of this video. So hopefully y'all will see a better shot, and I can get clean off the tee for the first time out of 3 holes. Looks like it might be a little straight.
A little long.
Yep, skipped into the brush. Here's my redemption. So I'm gonna blame my performance up to this point on the little bit of rain that we've gotten and the fact that I didn't warm up. But let's see if I can pull my head out of my butt and throw some good shots.
Starting next hole.
Logan's in a bit of jail, but maybe he can shape something. And that looks like a couple of pars. The wind feels like a headwind in my face right now, but all the flags on the baskets suggest it's going the other way, so who knows how the disc will react once it's above the trees.
Might be pinched off.
Yeah, who knows how that filming went. I stuck the monopod all the way in the air. All right, I got the zone this time. Hopefully I can do it justice, and I put on a horrible performance on hole 2 that I'm hoping to make up for right here.
Mm.
That was good, listen for it. It might be way too far left. We are both in absolute jail, but Logan at least has something. I'm gonna let him putt out first because it's gonna take me a minute to get back there to where my disc is. Ah, womp womp. I have a disc-sized window that I have to put nose up and on high from like neck level.
He missed
I get to try again.
with a stroke.
Oh, well, I don't know what to do. Take a bogey, that's what I'll do. For me, so far, the Horny Toad seems to be the more consistent disc. Logan stepping up to the next hole with his zone in his hand. Just a little soft hyzer, left him with like a 30-footer. So I'm not sure how well this will go, but the last few times I've been out here, I've been really trying to focus on my aim point and releasing flat at that. So that's what I'm gonna do. There's a sign down there that tells you where the next tee is. I'm gonna aim straight for that and put the disc on just a touch of anhyzer. And if I don't slip and break my neck on the tee pad, hopefully it'll yield a good result. Right there. I did what I was after. I just really misjudged the distance and the power I needed to put on the shot. We are going for the white basket, the permanent one. Leaked it a little bit long. Hopefully I can make mine and show why the Horny Toad is the superior disc. Believe it or not, I did not plan for this video to be biased in any way, and I didn't mean to show the Toad favoritism, but my body just subconsciously has been shanking that zone. So let's see if I can keep the trend up and do a good shot with the Toad. I got an anhyzer around all the stuff. Oh, it wasn't horrible. Better than the zone would have did. All right, here Logan is. Oof, Horny Toad wouldn't have did that. And he stops the bleeding. This disc is so versatile, even Scooby can do it. Oh. I was just trying to give you some comfort stroke. Alrighty, filming out here is a little easier when it's not just me. I can actually show y'all where the hanging basket is right there before backing up and letting Logan take his shot. Is it sharp enough to just bury? Nope, flare skip. In my personal opinion, the Horny Toad is a little more stable than the Zone, so this should stay. What? We just had to re-record because what I'm about to say shocked Logan so much he had to correct me. But in my opinion, the Zone is slightly straighter and less overstable than a Horny Toad. So I'm gonna throw this flat and hopefully it'll continue pushing flat and not hyzer out like the Toad did. Listen for the metal. Listen to it. Oh. It didn't skip as much. I stand by everything I ever said. So my shot objectively is closer to the basket, but Logan's wide open and I have to putt from in the sticks. So I guess he technically did better with the Horny Toad, shocker. Look at that approach. He wasn't even trying and it was perfect. Can they hear me? I don't know. This is far from the most ideal putt I've ever had. But let me show you guys why you need a Discraft Zone. See, it's not all bad. See, even trying to mess it up, you couldn't get the Horny Toad to do anything but par. Moving on to the next hole, and I got my baby back. Here we are on the shortest hole of the course. 100 feet, the wind's blowing right to left. Logan's electing to go standstill. Dang, I can't help but wonder if a Horny Toad would have went straighter. Having to redo tee shots because the Zone just couldn't keep up. Alrighty, here we are on hole 16. It's a 100-foot little tunnel shot. This is going to be Logan's drive. And it filtered out a little early, but had a friendly kick. He'll bonk his head on the basket when he tries to pick it up. All right. Horny Toad for the win. That will also birdie. Alrighty, Logan's actually far enough away to avoid a head injury. Why would you aggressively putt and risk that one spitting out? That's your boy. This is the point of the video where we must say that this is all for humor, and Logan is also a faithful member of Team Lone Star Discs, and the Lone Star Horny Toad is his favorite overstable approach disc. I don't need no filmer when I'm this close. As the monopod gets stuck on all the trees. Ooh, did you see that? It even held on through a battle putt. Be mad, son. Alrighty, we have swapped again. Logan has the Horny Toad in hand. And this shot is a little chip forehand to a hanging basket up in the trees right there. That one hurt. Even after a slip, I'm pretty sure he's parked. Let's see if the Zone has the torque resistance to handle my bad forehand. Like I said, bad forehand. We keep ending up with these stab ourselves in the ribs type of putts, but that's what we do to get y'all the best content out here. Hashtag Team Horny Toad. Speaking of Team Horny Toad, let's see if Logan can capitalize since he got CTP as he's fighting for his life. Oh, even the course prefers the Horny Toad. get stabbed in the kidney. That really felt good out of my hand. I'm sorry. Here's the Horny Toad for a really well-earned... Dang. Okay. Forget I said anything. This was a terrible, unfortunate series of events that will result in a bogey. Let's see how the zone does. Dead center. I putt better than I throw with it. Here we are on the final hole. Logan started with the zone. He'll end with the zone. We're going to the basket with the white flag blowing. Let's see if he can make it on the island. That's a lot of turn. Not bad. He'll be throwing from the drop zone. Alright, we're gonna flip for it. If it lands on heads, I'm gonna hyzer it over the trees. If it lands on tails, I'll try the straight flex shot. Straight flex shot it is. Oh, it's out of bounds if it don't hit the tree. Looks like we get to see who can putt better from the drop zone. I apologize for all of the finger guns. I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't want to appear threatening to you guys. Kind of like the Lone Star Horny Toad doesn't want to threaten the zone. We can all live peacefully in this world, but definitely throw all your zones away and buy Lone Star Horny Toads on LoneStarDisc.com with code BellasBombers for 10% at checkout. Here's Logan with his attempt from the drop zone with the zone. Ooh, I think that stayed in bounds, but just barely. I filmed that terribly because I was watching the shot and not the video. Let's see if I can do a little better than that and give y'all one more reason to pick these up. Got it, they can't see that.
Nope.
Ooh,
That's crazy.
here's the POV of me after taking a meter in. And it just goes in. And that'll do it, folks. That was the Lone Star Disc Horny Toad versus the Discraft Zone. If there's two things this video... My storage got full and it stopped recording, but I did make my putt from the out of bounds, not as if score mattered here. But make sure you guys check out the Horny Toad at LoneStarDisc.com and use code BellasBombers at checkout.